What's up, guys? It's Skylar with Mountain Man Constrictors.
And Jake with Mountain Man Constrictors.
Yeah. So, today we're going to do a little ultrasounding. All right, we'll get to it. So we're gonna start over here with my bigger females, and then we'll work our way over to the smaller females. So without further ado, we'll rock and roll. All right. Looks like we got some pretty good follicles right there. So what we're doing here is, with ultrasounding, we're gonna start about midway down the body, and we're first gonna look for the gallbladder. And the gallbladder we're going to see on the screen as a black void. So you can see right there on the screen, a little black circle. Does that show up on there on the screen? Okay. And then if we move down from there, that's where we're actually going to find the follicles. So I usually like to look for the biggest one. That's going to give us a good idea of sizing. So go ahead and freeze that. Okay, Jake, you can take her. And we're gonna pull up our measuring tool, and we're gonna measure the furthest distance from 2 points. All right, so she's at 17 millimeter follicles.
Wow.
Cool, perfect. So that's looking good. So once they get up to 40 millimeter follicles, then they're going to actually ovulate. That's where they're going to take the sperm from the breeding season and they're going to fertilize the eggs. At that point, after the ovulation, it's typically going to be about 2 weeks, and they will have a pre or a post-ovulation shed or a pre-lay shed. Once they've done that, you can almost set your calendar by it, but it's pretty much 30 days after that shed. Sometimes up to 45, but I had another girl lay a few days ago on day 30, and that's something that we see is pretty common. So right now this girl's at 17 millimeter follicles. That's really great. Once they get about 20 millimeters and beyond, it's pretty safe to say you're getting a clutch from that animal. Usually they're not going to reabsorb their follicles at that point. So we're definitely looking good. So we should get a clutch out of that girl.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so the bell, she's already pre-laid. So we'll start with that. We'll go with the Enchi Woman Het Clown.
You're a booger. You're not a retake, girl.
She's in shed.
Yeah.
She's mad at you.
She's grumpy.
Okay, so there's gallbladder. So I'm gonna go a little bit back from that. Move my gel. So this girl, we haven't seen any follicular growth on yet. So hopefully we start seeing some here. And so basically what I'm doing with the probe is you need to push into the snake a little bit, not super hard, but enough that you're getting a little bit of pressure. And then a lot of people will start going up and down looking for the follicles. You're gonna miss what you're looking for if you do that. So what you wanna do instead is pick a spot and just rock back and forth. And that's gonna change your image on the screen, so we can get different views. And then you'll just inch back and down the body of the animal a little bit at a time. So I'm not really seeing any follicular growth going on with this girl. She did go pretty late in the season last year, so she could still go this year, but she's not ready there yet.
going the wrong way. There you go. Spot nose phantom.
Yep, spot nose phantom. And she's done locking, so she's good to go. We've got a couple males in there right now. They've been doing some breeding over the last couple days. But those guys already got it and we're ready to move the male to another girlfriend. We've got some follicles showing up there. So what we're looking at is those black orbs on the top. Those are the follicles.
You always see them in order, like a chain. And that gives you a good idea if you're looking at a gallbladder or follicles or not.
Okay, go ahead and freeze on that. Oh, let's try that again. Go.
We're not going to disturb them too much.
Oh, she already laid earlier this week.
Oh, there's
She's
a
good to
new
go.
mama coming.
So this is my first clutch of the year. So she is a cinnamon lesser, and I had her paired to the same male that we just saw over here, which was a pewter sandblast pied. So we're looking for some urban camos out of that clutch. Definitely excited.
Yeah, that'll be cool. You've been working on that one for
I
a
have
while.
been working on that for a while. Okay, boom. Right off the rip. We got follicles, so let's see if we can get the best view possible. Okay, go. Oh, we're gonna try that again. Move it up a little bit. Okay. Perfect, so that's some good growth. There to there. So she's measuring 18 millimeters.
That's where she was.
That's where she was before?
Yep, that's what you ever marked this.
Okay. So this girl's looking thick, and she refused a male this week too, so I'm hoping to see some good
Those are good
growth on her.
signs.
Oh.
There we go.
Not as big as I was hoping. Okay, go. She's doing some good building though. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that's not the gallbladder we were looking at. Right, go. What was she at before?
15.
She's about 16 now.
At least it's some movement, right?
There's some movement. So usually I do this once a month. Last time was actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I wanted to make you guys a video for one, and for two, I have several females that are going off of food right now, really starting to look like they're building and getting heavy. So I figured we'd make a nice video for you, but not a huge amount of movement from this time to the last time that we ultrasound on a lot of these girls. She got tons of follicles. It's not very big ones. Okay, go. So this girl is a phantom yellow belly fire leopard. And we are pairing her to my highway 100% Heifer Pied. So we're looking for some really cool highway and ivory combos. So this girl is a Firefly Enchi Pied. So Firefly is a fire pastel. She's also Enchi and piebald. And she looks like she really needs to use the bathroom. We might not be able to see anything but poop in here. Oh, there we go. We'll go up a little bit higher. There we go. That wasn't gallbladder, was it?
Very well may have been.
Yeah, it might be.
They're up pretty high.
There's follicles. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so let's get a measurement on her. Where was she at before?
15.
She's about 22.
Nice.
Good. Got some growth on that one. From 15 to 22 millimeters.
Prelay on that one, right?
That one, no.
I don't know.
Oh,
What your tabs mean?
my white sticker means that they have exceeded 30 millimeters. So at that point, I stopped pairing them, and I also stopped feeding them. Generally, they're off of food by that point anyway. So you're just stressing the female out. They don't really need to eat. I know a lot of other species will eat through pregnancy. These guys typically don't.
Here's some good sized ones.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and freeze that? And this is just a normal pied. What was she at before?
15.
Okay, she's at 18 now. Let's see what we can see, little girl. Okay, here we go. Okay, perfect.
She was at 15.
$19.
19 now?
19 millimeters. So this girl is a leopard yellow belly double het clown pied, and she proved out het for both last year. And those are big old
Zoom in on
honkers
that.
in there. So you can see as I move back and forth, I'm just rotating and it's getting different depths, different angles. We'll go ahead and freeze that. So this girl, so this girl is done feeding and done breeding for the year. She's at 36 millimeters, so she's gonna ovulate probably in the next week or two. At that point, her midsection is just gonna swell up, and even though she hasn't been eating, she's gonna look like she ate a rabbit. And depending on the female, it can last anywhere from a couple hours to a few days. Again, like we talked about earlier in the video, she'll then go into a prelay shed about 2 weeks after ovulation. And 30 days after that, we'll be sitting on eggs. So this girl is Mojave Genex Enchi Yellow Belly, right?
Yep.
Yep,
I'd
and then
possibly het clown.
het pied, 50% het for
I
clown.
really like her silver.
Oh yeah, will you unfreeze that? She is a gorgeous animal. It's like silvery greenish. Super pretty.
Pretty.
Beautimous. See if we can get some gel where we want it. We haven't seen any growth on her this season, so it might just not be her year. Go up a little higher. So if you're not seeing the gallbladder, then you can try a little bit higher or a little bit lower on the animal. It can be pretty variable. You have some where their gallbladder is super high up on the body, and some where it's not very far away from the tail. And I've seen, could be coincidence, here's the gallbladder coming up. Could be coincidental, but I've seen that the animals that have the gallbladder higher up on the body tend to have more eggs. Again, could be coincidental, but if you think, there's more space for the eggs to grow, so you can have larger clutches. Okay, gallbladder, so we're gonna go back from there. And we're getting a little squirmy, but I'm not really seeing any follicle growth to talk about. So we see some little BBs right there, little black BBs. Those are follicles, but they're not really in any advanced stage of development. So most likely this girl's probably not gonna go for us this year, or she might end up just going late. Okay, gallbladder's right there. Here's follicles. Now I want to show the difference between the gallbladder and the follicles on the screen. Okay, so here's the gallbladder. The gallbladder is typically going to be like a black circle, more of a void in color. And then if we come up on the follicles, you can see they're kind of a brighter color. And it looks like there's more substance to it.
It's like a black outline.
With a black outline with like a white center. So go ahead and hit freeze on that. Okay, where was she at before? 14. She's at 15 now, so not a ton of growth. She was a pretty late season last year, but we're seeing a little bit. Her and those other two pied girls over there are the siblings to the one that I gave you.
Nice.
Will you go and freeze that?
Definitely a little bit more beastly.
Oh yeah, she is very advanced follicle growth right now.
21 before.
She's at 29 millimeters.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. So this will be her last pairing. She's got a date right now, and they weren't locked, right?
Nope.
So they were this morning. So she's done breeding for this year. Once they exceed 30 millimeter follicles, realistically, continuing to pair the male, she might just turn him away altogether. But either way, all that you're doing is you're wearing out your male. So that's why I really like to ultrasound them, pull them at the, pull the males at the right time, because your males are eventually going to go off with food, and they will just breed and breed and breed themselves to death if you let them. So once the deed's done, there's no point in continuing to pair. All right, so unfreeze that for me. Oh, there we go. Okay, go ahead. Perfect. Where was she at before?
15. 15.
Yeah, she's looking about the same. Oh, 18 millimeters.
Nice.
So she already had pre-lay shed. Show her off though, she's huge.
Ooh. Gigantrum.
So this girl is a pewter spark. I produced her years ago, and she is my biggest layer.
17 eggs last year, right?
Yeah, she did 17 eggs last year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know of I've never heard of a ball python clutch that big. I've never produced one. I think the next closest I've ever had is her. That's 14 eggs.
That's
and I've
the
had
biggest
some other
I've ever
that do
heard.
like 12. Yeah.
The 17.
Okay. Let's see what she's doing. Okay, right there. Oh, she's good. She's looking good. She's only had one lock.
Them are looking solid.
Yeah. So this girl is an albino Enchi 100% het for pied, and I have her going to my.
There's a clown in there.
Yeah, he's a Orange Dream Enchi Clown. He's the sire to that one that you have.
Oh, nice.
Orange Dream Enchi Clown. He's 100% het for pied too. So looking for some super Enchi pied double het albino clown stuff out.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'll be really cool. So we'll get a measurement on this real quick. We were at
18.
No way, she's already at 30 millimeters.
Wow. The last you ultrasounded her was 324 and was at 18.
Yeah, I must have found a smaller follicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I usually like
30.
to look for the biggest 30. Yeah, she's almost 31 millimeters. I usually like to look for the biggest follicle. Sometimes you're going to get a mixture. Like you could have a 20, a 15, but once they're, for the most part, once their biggest follicle reaches that 40 millimeter size, that's when they're going to ovulate. And those smaller follicles are typically what is going to end up being an infertile slug, because it's when she's ovulating that that ovum is not ready to receive the sperm, and that's where they're coming out infertile. So pretty cool. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. My homegirl Chitara.
Chitara is
Chitara.
locked.
She's locked.
You should show this pair though. They look awesome
This is
together.
a very cool pair.
Oh, those are beautiful.
So the female is a pastel leopard candy. She's possible het for pied, and the male is an albino Enchi pied. So super excited about that one.
Oh, she's deep in blue.
Deep in blue. So this girl is in shed, but she is a cinnamon highway 50% het for pied with a couple of ringers. Oh, she's got some. Okay, go. I actually just started pairing her because I found that she was already growing follicles. So this will be her first year breeding. And she's at about 14 millimeters, 13, let's call it 14 millimeters. All right, so this girl is a pastel double het clown pied, or so, no, right,
DG clown.
DG clown. She proved out het for both for us last year.
Look at those.
Looking good. Okay, go. We'll try that again. Go. Beautiful. So we didn't hit a double visual on her last year, but we got clowns and we got desert ghosts. So we're really hoping to hit the double visual on that this year.
Oh, we will.
Okay, she's at 20 millimeters.
She was at 16 before.
Beautiful. Okay, what do we have here?
The OD Lesser Pastel Enchi Het Clown, possibly Het Pied.
Beautimus.
You gotta love the itchy heads.
Absolutely. We haven't seen any growth on this girl at all so far this year. Yeah, we've got like little BBs in there. Nothing impressive. Nothing to write home to mama about. But,
What about to your stepmama?
well, that's okay. She likes boring things. Okay. Buyer gotta have it. Oh yeah, that's why she's been putting on the food. Well, let's try one more time. Boom. She's been putting on that food and she's ready to grow some follicles for us. $16 Merkle meters.
15 miracles.
16 Merkle meters. So she's a pastel bypass, which is a
She's a pastel
pastel
bab.
babble. She's a pastel bypass, which is a
Spark.
gravel spark. And she is gravid.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. Let's see if I can fit one on here. Go.
There you go. Now we're talking.
There we go. Well, she's about to ovulate, it looks like. 37 millimeters.
Yeah, I had her at 34 on the 24th.
She's like 37 to 38 millimeters, but I can't really get it to fit on the screen very well. So she could have ovulated or she's right about to. But either way, she's done eating and breeding and we're getting a clutch out of her.
Right?
She was at 15.
Right, it's Mojave.
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 Mojave double het clown pied in shed. And she took a big old rat too, and it looks like she's taking a big old Jake.
Yeah.
Gotta take a big old Jake. Okay, go. Looks like she's about the same, 15 millimeters.
This is a Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. And she is a cinnamon sandblast.
Ooh, fresh out of shed.
Ooh, fresh out of shed? Yes. She was in shed the other day when I did my what's in the rack. Yes, look at this beautiful girl.
She's pretty.
So this girl, yeah, this girl is a cinnamon sandblast. Posset pied, but she's got like a pied looking belly.
I need to get more.
Beautiful. All right, Jakey.
Give me your better half.
So this girl just got thrown in rotation. So I don't even know if she had anything really going on. Goopity goop on there.
She's pretty iridescent.
She is really iridescent. There's a gallbladder. Let's see if we got any follicles going on here. I'm not seeing much going on yet. There's little BBs. That's all right. She just barely started for us.
Get back in there. Hey. No, you're going to... Stop fighting with me.
You sound like Marv on Home Alone. Shut your
I really hate you. This is one of...
Oh, I guess it's probably Harry, huh? Harry!
something like that.
Okay, this girl has got a bad attitude, so keep her face away. Well, no.
Aim it towards Brittany.
It looks like she is full of chid.
It's cool we're finally breeding these guys this year.
Yeah,
Seems like it's been a while since we picked them up.
it has been. Oh, there we go. There's the follicles hiding out behind the rat. Where was she at before? She's like 10 millimeters now.
Oh, I can't see nothing.
Nothing? Okay, well, she's at 10 now.
Okay.
Okay, we did her.
Shut up, I just wanted to look at her again.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
That's so cool. Mandarin works pretty dang well with coral glow, I'd say.
Yeah. Just wish she wasn't pastel.
Yep.
Because pastel doesn't work great with coral glow. Yeah, those bee follicles there, yeah. Is that gallbladder?
I think that's your...
That's bee gold.
I think that's your ball gatter.
Ball gatter. Well, in that case, we don't really have anything going on here. Got little BBs right there.
Cute little baby.
Cute little BBs.
Keep working it, mama. Pin strap pad.
Pin pied.
She was at 13.
And she's bigger now. Go. Looks like it's looking like 15.
It's looking like 15.
She's at 16.
She's looking like 16.
16. Seats taken.
What?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Seats taken.
It's like, that doesn't make any sense, buddy.
No, just the accent.
But now
Remind me.
it makes sense.
Seats taken.
Because it sounds like seats taken.
Yep. 16.
Oh, chill out. She was at 10.
Shotty, you a 10. A 10.
Oh, you're a runner.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Butamus. She's probably about the same. Yeah, I'd leave her at 10.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
I was expecting to see a wood snake in here. I feel like this is false advertising.
Yeah. My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
And many leather-bound books.
Many leather-bound books. There they are. Where's she at before? She's only like 10 millimeters now. She was actually, she laid in November and her eggs hatched in January, so
Yeah, I wouldn't expect much.
I wouldn't expect much.
You had her at 12.
Yeah, leave it. Okay, and then this is the last one. Is she locked?
Okay, this is cinnamon mahogany.
Cinnamon mahogany. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You had her at blank.
She's about 10. What it's looking like. She's got that rat hanging out there. You can see follicles coming through. She's about 10 millimeters. Whoop.
Just a couple little baddies in there.
Couple little betties. All right, so we just finished up. We've got a lot of progress for our breeding season. Make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And
Woogity woogity.
woogity woogity. Thanks for watching, guys.
See you.
Make sure it doesn't work.